Welcome back to the channel World Coins Master, where coin collecting and hidden treasures come alive with every detail. If you've ever wondered how something as ordinary as pocket change could hold the value of a luxury mansion, private jet, or even a small island, you're in for something extraordinary. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that has shocked collectors, baffled experts, and amazed enthusiasts across the globe. This is the story of the 1974 Washington quarter, a coin minted with a face value of just 25 cents, yet now considered to be worth an astronomical $19 million due to its rare errors, minting anomalies, and mysterious quirks that have captivated the numismatic world. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector, a casual hobbyist, or just someone curious about rare and valuable coins, what you're about to learn will reshape how you look at everyday currency. The 1974 Washington quarter, at first glance, appears as unremarkable as any other coin you might find rattling around in your change jar or stuck between couch cushions. But what lies beneath the surface is a series of mistakes, minting anomalies, and rare variations that elevate this coin far beyond its humble origins. To appreciate why this particular quarter is worth millions, we need to go back to the roots of its creation, to a year in American history that was filled with political shifts, economic challenges, and changing national priorities. It was a time of experimentation in minting, and that led to a few legendary errors slipping through the cracks. Let's begin with the context. The Washington quarter had been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1932, designed originally to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The obverse of the coin featured the iconic profile of the first U.S. president, while the reverse typically depicted the heraldic eagle, a timeless symbol of American strength and unity. By 1974, the Mint was operating multiple facilities across the country, including the Philadelphia Mint, which did not carry a mint mark at the time, the Denver Mint, marked with a D, and the San Francisco Mint, known for proof coins marked with an S. In the mid-1970s, the Mint was undergoing changes and experiments. Discussions had already begun surrounding the nation's bicentennial, which would soon result in the special 1976 coin series. But before that shift, the 1974 quarter served as one of the last traditional pieces before America's 200th birthday celebration took hold of coin design. It's within this time frame that the perfect storm of minting confusion, experimentation, and human error took place, creating what would one day be a multi-million-dollar rarity. One of the primary factors that contribute to the astonishing value of this 1974 Washington quarter is a very specific kind of minting error, a double die obverse. This error happens when the die used to strike the front of the coin is misaligned during the engraving process, causing certain elements of the design to appear doubled. On the 1974 quarter, this can manifest in several key areas: the word Liberty across the top, the date 1974, and even Washington's eye, nose, or chin may appear shadowed or doubled. This kind of error is extremely rare, and the sharper and more noticeable the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. But the double die error isn't the only anomaly that sets the 1974 quarter apart. Some examples have been found to contain off-metal strikes. That is, coins that were mistakenly struck on blanks intended for other denominations. For example, a quarter design struck on a planchet meant for a penny, nickel, or even a foreign coin. When a Washington quarter from 1974 is found struck on the wrong metal, especially something unusual like a copper planchet, it sends collectors into a frenzy. These errors are visually striking: a quarter that's too light, too dark, or even rings differently when dropped. Their rarity can be measured in single digits. Perhaps the most intriguing cases involve wrong planchet errors, where the 1974 quarter was struck on a silver planchet. Silver quarters were discontinued for circulation in 1964, replaced by the copper-nickel-clad coins we know today. However, due to leftover stock, mechanical issues, or human oversight, some silver blanks may have remained at the mint and were used accidentally in later years. A 1974 quarter found on a 90% silver planchet is not only anachronistic, it's a jackpot. Such pieces have been authenticated, tested for metal content, and sold for mind-boggling sums. Combine silver content with a doubling error or off-center strike, and you're looking at a coin of unparalleled uniqueness. Another factor that drives up the value of the 1974 Washington quarter is its condition, specifically, its grade. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with 70 being a flawless, mint-state specimen. Most coins, even ones fresh from circulation, fall short of this perfect mark. But a 1974 quarter with a major error and a grade of MS68 or higher is a true unicorn in the world of numismatics. Only a handful of such coins exist, and when one crosses the auction block, bidding wars erupt among top-tier collectors. These coins are often housed in secure vaults, their provenance documented, and their value insured for millions. Let's not forget mint mark anomalies. While 1974 quarters from Philadelphia carry no mint mark, some coins have surfaced that appear to have hybrid or altered marks like a ghost D on a Philadelphia coin or a partial S where none should exist. These could result from repunched mint marks, die damage, or even intentional experimentation at the mint. In some rare cases, errors have appeared where two mint marks seem to overlap, a telltale sign of a repunched or misaligned minting process. These tiny details require magnification to spot, but for eagle-eyed collectors, they can mean the difference between an ordinary error and a one-of-a-kind $1 million marvel. One extraordinary 1974 quarter was discovered with an off-center strike that left a large portion of the design missing from one side while still retaining the essential date and part of Washington's bust. The misalignment didn't destroy the coin's integrity, it enhanced it. Collectors and appraisers marveled at how a coin so clearly defective could be so perfectly preserved. This coin was eventually authenticated, encapsulated by a top-tier grading service, and sold for several $1 million at a private auction. Beyond the physical errors and mint anomalies, provenance also plays a role in the coin's story. Some of the most valuable 1974 quarters were once part of renowned private collections, featured in numismatic exhibitions, or even written about in coin journals and collectors' magazines. The coin's fame adds to its mystique, creating a feedback loop of rising demand and escalating value. Just like rare art or vintage sports memorabilia, coins carry stories. And the rarer the story, the higher the price. Let's also explore die cracks, cuds, and other forms of die damage that plague certain 1974 quarters. These flaws occur when the dies used to strike the coins become worn or broken, leading to raised lines, bulges, or blank areas on the coin's surface. A die crack running through Washington's portrait or across the eagle's wings transforms a common quarter into a rare collectible. The more dramatic the damage, the more it becomes a sought-after error, particularly if it's paired with another anomaly such as off-metal composition or doubling. Another significant value factor is the number of known examples. If a particular error variety of the 1974 quarter has only 2 or 3 verified specimens in existence, collectors are willing to pay a premium for exclusivity. Coins with fewer known examples, particularly those with unique die characteristics, command astronomical sums. In the case of the $19 million quarter, it's believed that it's not just the error, condition, or composition that make it valuable, but the fact that only one known example exists with this exact combination of anomalies. It's a coin that can never be duplicated and never truly replaced. Authentication is critical in all this. Reputable third-party grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, examine coins using advanced tools, X-ray analysis, and expert-level microscopic inspections to confirm their authenticity and error status. Once a coin is graded and encapsulated in a tamper-proof holder, it gains legitimacy in the collector market, and its value can multiply overnight. The $19 million 1974 quarter in question bears such certification, which assures potential buyers and collectors that it's the real deal. The story of this coin has been covered by major coin expos, elite numismatic circles, and auction houses specializing in rare currency. Its presence in exhibitions causes a stir, with collectors traveling thousands of miles just to glimpse it. Social media and YouTube channels focused on coin collecting have exploded with content trying to understand what makes this specific coin so unique, driving even more interest and demand. This constant buzz creates a market environment where its value only increases with time. In the world of numismatics, rarity, condition, error type, provenance, and market demand all converge to determine a coin's true value. The 1974 Washington quarter that's valued at $19 million represents a perfect storm of these elements. It's more than just a piece of metal, it's a historical artifact, a minting mystery, and a financial phenomenon. Collectors and investors alike dream of stumbling upon such a coin in their daily change, a hope that fuels the ongoing passion for coin hunting and historical preservation. Now imagine the possibilities. That one coin in your drawer, the one you've ignored for years, could count. Today's fascinating deep dive into the world of rare and valuable US coins, where even the smallest piece of metal can hold a secret worth millions. In this video, we're going to uncover the astonishing story of a coin you may have passed over without a second glance, the 1979 Washington quarter dollar. Though it's just a 25-cent piece on the surface, one extraordinary example has stunned the coin collecting world by being valued at an eye-popping $17 million. That's right, a coin you could easily overlook in your pocket change is, due to a unique set of errors, mint mark anomalies, and other rare characteristics, worth more than most luxury homes. So buckle in as we unravel the mystery and rarity behind this incredible quarter and explore the very specific factors that make it one of the most prized coins in American numismatic history. The 1979 Washington quarter began its journey like every other coin minted in that year. As part of the standard production of circulating coinage, millions were struck in various facilities including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Designed initially by John Flanagan, the Washington quarter has remained a familiar sight in American currency since 1932. Its obverse features the iconic profile of George Washington, while the reverse from this era displays an eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows with olive branches below. However, the reason a 1979 Washington quarter is worth $17 million goes far beyond the typical designs and minting statistics. It has everything to do with what went wrong, and occasionally, what went exceptionally and unrepeatably right during its minting process. To understand the journey of this coin, let's first consider the era. The late 1970s were a time of transition and experimentation at the U.S. Mint. The country had shifted from silver to clad compositions, and new mechanical systems and minting technologies were being incorporated into the coin production process. These transitions, while efficient, also introduced a higher potential for minting anomalies. While most coins produced were standard, a few slipped through quality control bearing rare errors, including doubled dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchet strikes, and mint mark misplacements. These are precisely the types of mistakes that have transformed ordinary coins into multi-million-dollar treasures, and the 1979 quarter is no exception. In the case of this $17 million 1979 quarter, collectors and numismatists have pointed to a rare confluence of mistakes that makes it truly one of a kind. The first and most significant error involves the planchet, the metal disc that the coin is struck upon. Instead of the standard clad planchet intended for quarters, this extraordinary coin appears to have been struck on a silver planchet mistakenly left over from earlier mint runs. Silver quarters had not been produced for general circulation since 1964, making the presence of such a planchet in a 1979 minting an extreme anomaly. Coins mistakenly struck on silver planchets post-1964 are exceedingly rare and command enormous premiums at auctions, especially when preserved in high-grade condition. But the story doesn't end there. This particular coin also exhibits dramatic doubling on both the obverse and reverse. This type of error is known as a double die, where the die used to strike the coin was engraved twice at slightly different angles. The result is a ghost-like doubling effect, most visible on the date, the words, "In God We Trust," and even on Washington's profile. On the reverse, the doubling can be detected in the feathers of the eagle and the lettering surrounding it. Such pronounced doubling is rare in itself, but when combined with a wrong planchet error, it transforms the coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Adding to its uniqueness, this coin was minted with a misplaced mint mark. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced coins at 3 major facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark for proof coins. For circulated coins, the mint mark placement is typically consistent. However, the $17 million 1979 quarter features a D mint mark that was either punched in the wrong location or shows evidence of being repunched. Repunched mint marks, known as RPMs, occur when the mint mark is hand-punched more than once in slightly different positions, often creating a ghosting or shadow effect. This anomaly is highly sought after by specialists and significantly increases a coin's rarity and value. Beyond the physical characteristics of the coin, the condition and grade play a vital role in determining its worth. This particular 1979 quarter was graded as MS-68 by a top-tier grading service. MS stands for Mint State, and a grade of 68 denotes a coin with virtually no imperfections visible to the naked eye. It is just 2 points shy of a perfect MS-70, an incredibly rare occurrence for any coin in circulation. The preservation of such a coin over more than 4 decades without accruing wear is a miracle in itself and adds millions to its value. Provenance also plays a role in the coin's extraordinary value. This specific coin was discovered in an old bank roll by a seasoned collector and has since passed through the hands of some of the most respected names in numismatics. Its sale at a high-profile auction set a new benchmark for Washington quarters, shocking even the most seasoned experts in the field. The combination of its remarkable features, pristine condition, and historical significance catapulted its final hammer price to a staggering $17 million. Collectors and coin enthusiasts know that such a valuation isn't simply due to one factor. It's the result of several rare and compounding variables. The 1979 quarter's metal composition error, dramatic doubling, repunched mint mark, high mint state grade, and storied provenance collectively justify its astronomical price tag. Each of these features individually would make a coin valuable, but their combination in a single specimen is virtually unheard of. Now let's take a closer look at how such mistakes come to be and why they're so important in the world of numismatics. Minting errors are broadly categorized into planchet errors, die errors, and striking errors. Planchet errors involve the blank metal disc before the coin is even struck. This includes wrong planchet errors, such as using a silver blank instead of a clad one, clipped planchets, or improper alloy mixtures. Die errors include things like doubled dies, repunched mint marks, and die breaks. Striking errors occur when the coin is struck off-center, multiple times, or with a misaligned die. In the case of the $17 million 1979 quarter, it appears that all three types of errors are represented. The wrong planchet constitutes a planchet error. The doubled die and repunched mint mark fall under die errors. Additionally, experts have speculated that there may be evidence of a subtle misalignment during the striking process, although this is debated and would require microscopic examination. The combination of multiple error types not only increases the coin's value but also offers a rare educational insight into the minting process. Another contributing factor to the coin's value is its historical timing. In 1979, the U.S. Mint was also producing the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, which was being introduced that year. The introduction of a new coin type placed additional strain on mint resources, potentially leading to an increased rate of human error and oversight. It's entirely plausible that a silver planchet meant for an earlier coin type was overlooked and fed into the Washington quarter production line, resulting in this incredible anomaly. Interest in Washington quarters has also surged in recent years due to various U.S. Mint programs like the 50-State Quarter Series and the America the Beautiful Series. These programs have brought national attention to the quarter dollar denomination and increased public interest in checking everyday pocket change for rarities. The discovery and auction of the 1979 quarter worth $17 million has only fueled that interest, with collectors scouring coin rolls, bank deposits, and yard sale jars in hopes of finding another multimillion-dollar mistake. Demand for error coins in the collector's market has grown exponentially, and the 1979 quarter has become something of a holy grail among enthusiasts. Forums, social media groups, and numismatic conferences regularly feature discussions about this coin. Its story is frequently cited as an example of why attention to detail and a passion for the hobby can lead to unexpected rewards. People from all walks of life, from seasoned experts to casual hobbyists, have been inspired by the story of this single coin to begin or renew their interest in collecting. It is also worth noting that coins like this one represent a time capsule of minting history. They offer insights not just into numismatic errors, but into the evolving technologies and human processes of the U.S. Mint. Every scratch, anomaly, and deviation from the norm tells a story of how the coin came to be, and why it should be preserved and studied. The $17 million 1979 Washington quarter stands as a testament to the immense value that can be found in the unlikeliest of places. It reminds us that something as commonplace as a quarter can hide a world of history, mystery, and wealth. It challenges us to look more closely at the things we take for granted, to question the ordinary, and to uncover the extraordinary. Whether you're a longtime numismatist or a newcomer to the hobby, the story of this coin offers a powerful lesson. Never underestimate the potential of pocket change. One quarter, one mistake, one moment of inattention at the mint, and a piece of currency